Okay, here's something that's going to blow your mind. 95% of diets fail within the first year. And for women in perimenopause, that number is even higher. Why? Because you're following advice designed for 25-year-olds that ignores what's actually happening in your body. I'm Lucy Hutchings, registered dietitian, and I'm going to walk you through the same 3 steps that my clients use to lose 20 pounds in 12 weeks naturally. And I guarantee at least one of them is going to surprise you. So I'm just going to share my screen here and we're going to go over these. All right, so here are the steps. Step number 1 is to eat enough protein. I know you guys are probably sick of hearing it in your social media feeds, but it is actually really beneficial. It's very helpful. And a really interesting statistic is that you're losing 1% of muscle mass per year after 40. We don't want to lose muscle. Muscle is in so important for our metabolism, our strength, and even our bone health. So if you are trying to lose weight, you're going to want to build more muscle. But how do we do that? Part of it is that we need to actually eat the protein. Also, another benefit of eating the protein is it's going to help decrease sugar cravings. So what we're doing is aiming for 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal. Now, that's a general guideline. Obviously, if you're working with a professional, they can figure out exactly how much you need. And we want that's just per meal, not the total for the day. That's 25 to 30 grams per meal. So around 100 grams, 90 to 100 grams of protein in a day. I also encourage you to eat protein with your first meal. You don't have to eat right away when you get up, but when you do eat that meal, you're going to want to eat protein with it. So things like overnight oats or avocado toast and cereal and a lot of the, granola, a lot of the popular healthy foods actually don't have enough protein. And so they start your day with a big sugar spike, and then you end up trying to catch up throughout the rest of the day, dealing with sugar cravings or energy crashes. And if you switch to something more protein focused and include protein at every meal and snack, you're going to balance your blood sugar and you're going to have much, much better results. All right. Oh, some examples of proteins are going to be eggs, Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, chicken, fish, beef. Protein powder is another source to sneak in a little extra protein during the day. Step 2 is to fix your gut. Gut health is very important. If you are trying to lose weight, reduce inflammation, gain energy, we need to have a healthy gut microbiome. We want the right kind of bacteria in our gut. So adding fermented foods daily, like some sauerkraut, the kind in the refrigerated section, not in the can, you'll just if you check the ingredient list and you look for just cabbage and salt, you'll know it's the real thing. If it has vinegar in it, then it's not the real sauerkraut. So sauerkraut, kimchi, Greek yogurt, kefir, those are all things that are going to help get those healthy bacteria into your gut. The next thing is to eat 30 plus different plant foods per week. Now, that may sound crazy because it sounds like a high number, but that does include your different spices and your different herbs and even nuts and seeds, and of course, all your vegetables and fruits. So when you take all that into account, you might actually get a little closer than you think. Now, the other thing is, if you can't reach 30, that's okay. We want to start where you're at. So maybe that just means adding 1 or 2 new plant foods per week at a time until you reach that number. And the reason for this is because we get so many different vitamins and minerals and nutrients from each of those different foods that we want that variety. It's going to support all the different microbiome, all the different bacteria in your gut differently. And so the more variety, the better. And then in order to fix your gut, you also need to eliminate the foods that cause you bloating. Now, that could be different foods for different people. It's not going to be the same for everybody. That might look like dairy or gluten, sugar, artificial sweeteners, alcohol. That's what does it for me. And all those different foods may affect you differently. So just because one person might be sensitive to dairy, maybe you're not, but maybe you're sensitive to gluten and somebody else isn't. So we do have to do some experimenting to figure out what is causing you any inflammation or bloating and figure that out and then create that diet around what is going to work for you. Also, you may want to consider a probiotic, a quality probiotic if needed. And of course, you can reach out and we can go over what that would look like for you. There's different qualities of probiotics, so you want to get one. You don't want to waste your money, right? You want to get one that is a good one. Step 3 is to prioritize sleep like your life depends on it, because it does. Sleep is essential for good health, for gut health, for weight loss, for inflammation, for keeping away chronic disease. We need to prioritize sleep and bring that at the top of the list. Now, some of the things that might mess you up are our devices. These phones that we carry around and use all the time, they can create different problems by giving off the blue light, or it's not only that preventing the melatonin production from happening, but also just the content in and of itself can also cause some stress or cortisol reaction right before you go to sleep. So my recommendation is at least 30 minutes before you plan to be asleep, shut it off. I have an alarm that goes off on mine, reminding me, and with a 15-minute warning, reminding me that it's time to shut the phone off, and I charge it outside of my bedroom. Now, that was not easy, but it took some steps. So, one step at a time, meet yourself where you're at. If it means 15 minutes before bed, start there, and then you can always add more as you go. Also, keep your bedroom cool and dark. That's the best way to sleep if you're able. Try to go to bed at the same time each night, even on the weekends. It's going to help with your circadian rhythm and get you better sleep. If you're still struggling, you might want to try a magnesium glycinate supplement that often helps women to calm their nervous system and be able to sleep. And I also recommend no caffeine in the afternoon or evening, because a lot of times we are sensitive, we might not even realize it, and that could disrupt your sleep. Now, I created this action checklist for you. 25 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, one fermented food daily. And that does not have to be a lot. It could be even just a tablespoon on your salad of sauerkraut, and that will get you those bacteria. Also, aim to eat 30 plus different plant foods this week. Devices off 1 hour before bed, or 15 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever works best for you. You can change that. Go to bed at the same time every night. Try to skip the caffeine in the afternoon, and try to pay attention to which foods are causing you any bloating. Now, you can start with just one step this week. You don't have to do that entire list. These habits are built one step at a time. Or you can implement a few of them at once. Either way, you're going to see results. The main thing is don't overwhelm yourself. Now, if you want a copy of this Google Doc with the checklist and the action steps, I'm sharing it in my free community. Everyone is welcome to it. Just click the link in the description below this video to join. It's completely free, and you'll get access to everything you need to start implementing these 3 steps today. Right now, I have something that's going to help you get a kickstart on your journey. I'm hosting a free 5-day no sugar challenge in my free community, and it's going to help you get control of your sugar cravings, boost your energy and metabolism, give you the gut reset that your body needs, and help get the scale moving. So if you're interested in this, join the free group. We're starting on Monday, and I just want you to know that I've run this challenge many times before. It really works. Melanie lost 4 pounds during the 1-week challenge and got rid of heartburn, indigestion, and bloating. Carla had more energy and focus, less bloating, and better sleep. Anne lost 3 pounds. Debbie lost belly fat. Lori lost an inch off her belly, lost 3 pounds, and reduced inflammation. Susan lost 6 pounds during the challenge, and many, many more. So that's just 5 days of no sugar, and I guide you through the entire thing and support you the whole time. So you can join the free group using the link in the description below this video. And ladies, if you're tired of figuring out this all on your own and you're ready for personalized support, I currently have just one spot open for October to work with me one-to-one. We're going to create a plan that works with your body and your hormones and your life so that you can finally lose the stubborn belly fat for good. There's a link in the description below this video to book that free 15-minute call so we can chat and figure out if this is something for you. So, ladies, my favorite saying is, if you want something different, if you want different results, you need to do something different. And it starts with taking just one step forward. You've got this.